Hi, everybody. Welcome to the new normal. I'm your host, Lisa Davis, aka LTClisa. Today is a Friday. So every Friday we RED, remember everyone deployed, and it's happy hour. So grab a drink, grab a friend, but most of all, make sure you grab something red or think about everyone deployed. So we remember all of them, and we're very grateful. I put a little thumbnail on and said down the rabbit hole. There's so much. Clint Westwood, one of my dearest friends, introduced me. He just brought something up. And this is like one of the kindest things you can do, which he's a great teacher, is letting people explore things on their own. But he was like, did you ever notice how Trump says central casting a lot? Did you ever look that up? What is central casting? And it was like that thing I learned in my marketing classes way back in the day. But you might hear or see something, but you have to hear or see it, like they say, 3 to 7 times in a familiar setting before it ever registers. And especially the way Trump talks and how he chops things up. People miss so many of his comms and so many of his keys and things that he's sharing with us. And ever since Westwood pointed that out to me, it is just obvious. And so we're going to share some of those with you today. Some more great, the big Melania movie was out. It was all about a countdown. And now Westwood's making fun of me in the background for talking with my hands. So here we go. We'll be right back with Clint Westwood right after this. Jump in the live chat. We have a great fan bam there, and spill some secrets if you know. Tell us your favorite rabbit hole. Okay, are you conducting a orchestra back there?
Yeah.
Happy Friday, Westwood. How are you?
Happy Friday, lovely LTClisa. How are you?
I'm well.
I'm great.
I'm well. Yes, I'm well. Are you good or are you well?
I'm drinking Waterloo. I am good and I am doing well.
Doing well, and you are good. Okay.
Yes.
Interesting. Very interesting. My little sister would she would ask her kids when they were finished with her children when they were finished with dinner. Yes. Are you finished? And they weren't allowed to say they were done because bread and cakes are done.
Yeah.
People are finished.
Right, you're finished.
You're finished.
Have you finished?
Have you finished? Yeah. This is from being raised by my mother, who loves language and proper grammar.
She loves the grammatica.
She does. She does.
Gotcha.
Yep. It's quite funny.
Grammaticaliciousness.
Yes. So much happening.
Yeah.
I don't know. What was your favorite thing this week? I don't even know where to begin this week.
Favorite thing of this week? Not having arthritis. I gotta go with that.
Fair.
Yeah.
Like you had it previously, or you're just
just not having it.
That you've never
because I don't think it would be a good thing. So I'm happy I don't.
Oh, because of the weather.
Yeah, it's cold out and all that.
So you're nodding to the weather.
Yeah.
You know, I thought it was really interesting, and I saw several people mention, like, this is our first year here for a winter here in Arkansas, and it was very strange. And we are in a very small town, so I'm sure some resources are limited, and they're not used to that kind of snow or weather or whatever. But mostly, like, there just was zero effort made to clear the roads.
It's not our thing.
Like, zero.
You want to pay more taxes? Fine. We'll get out there and clear it. But otherwise,
we're
having coffee and donuts.
But I was kind of hearing that all over, and I don't know if that's because the Fern, remember the name of the storm was the Fern.
Yeah.
And we're watching all this happen around the Treasury and the Fed, which we'll get into in a minute. But I thought it was interesting that they had Fern come in the South,
Hmm.
hit the South the hardest, I think.
Yeah.
And like us Southerners are just not prepared.
No, you're not. Not prepared for the cold weather. Here, I mean, we pay a lot of taxes, so we're ready for the summer, ready for the winter. So in the wintertime, the trucks are going, blah, 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 scaring the dogs down the road, the blades hitting the road. So you can tear up the roads. So you got summer crews working on the roads to fix the roads. That's how that works. So it's a big grind. But yeah, totally prepared. Salt all over, ruin the cars, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Get all the
Planned
tools.
obsolescence in,
Yeah, pretty much.
in full
Yeah. Gotta keep
regalia. Yes.
this grindstone going.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's pretty prepared, so because we get extreme here. We get all kinds of extreme weather, hot, humid in the summer at the extremes, and then cold and wind chills, negative 20, 30 below, in the wintertime. But not consistently. It's just enough to make you want to move, and then it lets up. And then you're like, okay, it's okay. I can deal
You're
with
like,
this now.
okay, wait.
Spring is wonderful. I
Just
love it.
yeah, you
Fall
start
was great.
packing and realize
Yeah.
what a horror that is. Okay, never mind. We'll just stay.
Yeah, then you get in the summer and the heat and the humidity. It's like, this sucks. I want to move somewhere cold. And then it gets cold and you're like, I'd like it to warm up. So you got that wave of emotion, kind of like crypto and silver, up and down.
Man, that has been crazy lately.
Wow.
The crypto markets are really down, but I know there's
They
some
are.
things happening. Like I had shared, that Helix case came out, and they were releasing 300 something million dollars. And it said the government forfeited, but they were saying that this Helix was like a washer or a mixer.
Oh, okay. I
So
got you.
I guess they seized all their assets at one time that were 300 million. Well, now because they've gone up so much, my guess is that it's more. But then it
Okay.
said it forfeited in the title, but it didn't say to whom or where it forfeited this large amount of. And so if all of that kind of crypto is coming back on the market because some of these cases are settling or whatever's happening in the background,
Mm-hmm.
things are washing. I know the Very Dow group, there's several people that have done some tracking wallets, and the Very Fund Fair, apparently, when it was seized, it's my understanding, and you'd be better off to go do your own research and find out the details for yourself, but they can show you where it tracks. But within minutes of it being like seized, or well, I guess it was some of Veritasium or Reggie's assets being seized, that the money started moving around to different wallets within.
I'd like to get in contact with these people. You got any names and references? Anyway.
Yeah, I think there's a few people that know
Yeah.
who was doing and when, but
Yeah.
it's really interesting to watch. And so if that kind of stuff is now moving back into the Treasury, there's also a video where they're asking Powell before he got kicked to the curb, something about the dollar. And he goes, well, we don't have anything to do with the dollar. So I don't really comment about that.
Yeah, we deal with ferns, not dollars.
Because they deal with ferns, like the storm was
right.
the fern.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. And then we're having
reserve notes, FRNs.
That's right, FRNs, Federal Reserve Notes. And then I also thought the weather thing was crazy because so many people were talking about chemtrails, which now that's not a conspiracy anymore. I love when the conspiracies become the truth.
I know.
And people are like, oh no, we've always known that. The government's always told us that they did cloud seeding.
Oh yeah.
Okay, but you never had a problem with it, and now we have climate. Why do we have climate change then?
Right. Okay, so what changed? Let's mark it and see over time why. Why are so many people having heart problems now? I don't know. Why do we have stomach cancers? The highest cancer, now. Huh? I don't know. Digestive issues. Yeah, it's what digestive issues, colon and stomach and colon cancer, I think, is the highest.
Well, is that from the new fat shot or whatever?
Well, that can't help.
Because I was hearing people talk about that they had been on the fat shot, just telling their own stories, and then saying like that their colons ruptured, they had all these problems.
Well, you shouldn't go to those nightclubs then, because that's not the place you should be hanging out. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay.
Those kinds of nightclubs, I should say.
Those kinds of nightclubs.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, all right.
I'm sure there's a joke there that went right over my head. I apologize, everyone.
It's all good. It's all good.
But yeah. And then to that, we're also seeing some of it being called out. They called out the American Association of Pediatrics for fraud, for fraudulently saying that vaccines were safe when
And
there's
effective.
never been any studies on them at all.
Yeah, they just put them on the list and they just give them. They don't do any research on it. Doctors are just like, well, it's on the list, the recommended. Okay, so you have to get it, and the schools go right along with it. You have to have this and that, or you can't go to school. Oh yeah, by the way, there is a waiver, but we're not going to really mention that.
Yeah, but even if you do, like when Mia was little, of course, you know, she had a heart transplant. And so she could not take a lot of the vaccines, thank God. Probably why we got to have 7.5 years with her. I'm grateful for all those days. But it was very interesting because but that was back before pre-COVID. So when there was HIPAA still, when people had privacy, their health matters and whatever. But she had gotten sick most likely from one of her fellow classmates. That's what happens with kids. They pass things around, whatever. And then they were pushing on me because they knew she couldn't have vaccines to make her go have some special test at the doctor to make sure she wasn't, quote, still contagious. And not, like I said, this is pre-COVID. This is like before all the crazy paranoia hype, whatever. But we were already considered, you know, part of the fray when I'm just trying to take care of my medically fragile child who's had a transplant at the direction of their doctors, you know, at this point. So I don't know.
I like how they flip it now. And I mean, if you've got a high risk, you know, child, or you're high risk, I mean, the last thing you should be doing is going and putting, you know, a foreign substance in your body that you really don't even know what's in it, honestly, and how it's been done. But what do they say now? If you're high risk, you should get the flu shot. Oh, yeah, by all means, if you're high risk, and same with COVID. Oh, you're elderly in a nursing home, you're high risk, you should get the flu shot. And it's like, okay, or you should get the COVID shot. And you think about that logic, though. I mean, especially then, it's completely untested, emergency use authorization.
Emergency use.
I mean, are you really?
How is that preventative?
Right. Do you think that's really smart? You know, when you're already kind of barely alive taking one of these things.
Yeah. And none of this
is reaction to all of it.
I have to say none of this is medical advice because I just got swatted. So apparently last week when I did a video with Skullcap Savant, it was taken down immediately and marked as Disney's content or something. Some friends of mine shared the video screenshot when they went to try to look at it with the link. It's just scrubbed completely from my site or from my channel. And now they are going back and looking at videos from 8+ months ago and giving me strikes and warnings and all this stuff. And if I don't answer these questions, then I'm going to get in big trouble. So I don't know where I'll end up. I will be on every platform I can be on, speaking truth and freedom for as long as I can. But that was a little kick in the gut because, you know, you think, oh, the good guys are winning. And then something like that happens and you're like, wait a minute, aren't we done with this? Like we went through all this before, you know?
Yep, I do know.
So here we are again.
Forgot to repost, or formerly known as retweet the video, but I just did.
There you go.
All right. Yeah. There it is.
Yes. And thank you to my sweet friend Marky for letting me know about I didn't even know the video had gotten blocked. But
yeah, she goes to look at it and it's gone.
Yeah. Grateful for community. But you can find those same videos on Rumble under LTClisa and on X. They should still be like in the feed, flowing. And so
if you can, you know, spend the week to get through the feed to get to last week's show, then you can watch it.
Oh, stop it. So you're saying you read.
Great content.
You're
Though.
saying you read my feed.
Yes.
There's so much good stuff going on. Yeah,
Absolutely, I read your feed.
you're so
Of course,
sweet.
of course I did. It's like that Weird Al song,
Oh, here we go.
I'm not going to do it.
Don't even start. Everyone will have.
Oh.
List your favorite Weird Al song in the comments below so we know. Oh, Lord. We were having a whole throwback here before we got started.
Yeah. Yep. Good stuff.
One of the things that Trump did tweet about when we were just talking about the jabs and stuff is that I guess he retweeted or tweeted out that they are all poison and then posted this video about thimerosal.
Okay. I.e. mercury.
Oh, okay.
Preservative.
It was having to be handled like the scientists were like, oh, we keep it in a special container. You don't want to touch it. It's very dangerous, blah, blah, blah. But we use it in all the, I guess I should never say all, but I don't remember what word they used, but go watch that video for yourself.
Yeah. They use it in the multi-dose vials, I think.
Okay.
As a preservative, so that you can put the needle in when you're mass shooting up kids, for school when they're supposed to go back to school in kindergarten and 6th grade and whatever years, so they got all these appointments, of course, so they can just reuse the bottle, hopefully with a different needle.
That seems sanitary. Yeah.
But they got the thimerosal in it to preserve it. It's fine. It won't go bad. Yeah. And then it gets in your brain and it'll never leave. They tell pregnant women not to eat fish, or a lot of fish, especially like tuna and stuff that with a high uptake of,
heavy metal.
mercury. Yeah, but hey, just shoot it in your bloodstream. It's fine. There's no worries, but
that's kind of crazy to think about.
If you're pregnant, make sure you get boosted and get your flu shot and all that stuff. But don't eat
fish. Listen to your doctor.
Don't eat fish.
Don't eat fish. But watch out for yourself. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I saw kind of a fun one. I don't know if this is real or if this is a just wishful thinking. So I went to the Treasury and was looking around and I couldn't really find an update or a message to go along with this, but somebody was saying that they called, which I don't know what a tax advocate service is, but that they were saying that they were shut down due to the shutdown because I guess the funding went through. There was a deal made between the Dems and the Republicans and funding went through, but it's only for parts of the government. It's not for all of the government. And so it's interesting to hear because I heard that all the Doge funding for looking for fraud and abuse and all that and waste got passed and is going through. But the part that the Dems were trying to block the funding for ICE.
Right.
And it's my understanding they came to some agreement.
Well, I just got a notification that the Senate passed their version, whatever it was, to keep the government funded. It was just a few minutes ago.
Okay.
So I don't know. Whatever that, who knows?
Yeah, that's what I think before we got on, they had talked about. They had come to an agreement but it's not for all of the government, is my understanding. Just kind of like we did, got in the situation before where it was like, well, everything but this and that are going to get funded. And then, so we'll see.
I'd say everything but Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
How's that? That works.
How is that? Yeah. Well, and you're watching all these like things roll out about, Ilhan and her, winery that isn't a winery that she's making millions off of. And then now I guess her husband actually has no clients.
Is that her husband or brother? I get it confused.
Well, it's the same thing. It's the same thing in their culture, apparently. Right. Or maybe it's just her.
Freedom of religion. Yeah, do your thing, I guess.
I don't think that's what they meant. But I think freedom of religion was about the government not telling you
not getting involved in it. Yeah, shall not establish a religion, like King Henry VIII, kind of thing.
Yeah. It didn't mean you can just believe what you want if you're harming others. Right. As long as it wasn't, that's not what it means.
Yep.
And with that said, there are some great little new documentaries within the last 4 to 6 months on the White House YouTube channel. If you go to one of their playlists, and it talks about like the founding of America or something, or America's Story. I think it's called America's Story. And they have some great, really short stories that are really well illustrated with some historic books. And then they tell really some interesting stuff too about some of the spies during the Revolutionary War. We won't talk about who that was, but you can tell him later.
I will. We'll see. We'll see if there's the synchronicity there.
I know. He's going to go, that's crazy. And
hey, it matches. Numbers match. So what are you going to say? Yeah, you got to ask.
Yeah. Sometimes you just got to ask.
Yeah.
So everybody talking in the chat about how cold it is.
Come on. It's 50 degrees out here. I'm fine. I got a t-shirt and this lightweight. I got my sleeves up.
You mean in the barn?
Here it's 50 in here. Yeah.
Yeah. Because it got like yesterday was decent. Today was kind of nice. The sun came out and we got a lot of melt. But then the minute the sun started dropping, so we had the big storm last weekend, and now there's another cold front coming in. I don't know what it's named, or if it has a name, or if it's a storm. But this weekend it's supposed to drop down into the negatives again.
It's called winter.
No, it's not winter. Here.
Yes, winter.
We don't get negative usually.
That's true. I mean, yeah, you're further south than I am, quite a bit. Yeah. But still, you're on the northern part there a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, because we're northwest Arkansas.
Yeah.
So when I started the video, I had to give you little props for teaching me, because you're such a great teacher, and you taught me about central casting years ago.
Yeah, that's right.
And brought that up and said, and you did it in the kindest way and let it kind of hand it to me and let me look it up. And so then I could kind of explore it and run with it and all that.
And you did.
Yeah. And I love it now. I love watching and listening. And today they announced the new Fed director, Kevin Warsh.
Do the wash.
Yeah. I'm like, seriously, like washing money, or is that a
I know. What
joke or something? I don't know. Anyway, so Kevin Warsh, Warsh.
Yes.
And Trump's like tweet or truth was he's straight from central casting. But he also, somebody else shared another post where Trump was talking about Kevin Warsh. And he said, he's a great guy for this, whatever. It reminds me of the quote, or he had the best quote, or something relating this Kevin Warsh to this quote of, if it's broke, don't fix it.
I keep it broken. So bring in a guy that's going to keep it broken, I guess.
Yeah.
He's the perfect guy to play the role.
So yeah, the perfect guy from central casting to play the role. Well, then later I caught another Trump moment with the Indy, or is it Indy? It's Formula One or whatever.
Or like IndyCar or something, or
is that the same?
I don't know. I don't know the difference. I really don't. I don't know anything about it. They have 4 wheels. They used to bootleg moonshine, and then it's turned into a racing event that everybody watches and drinks beer. So
I had heard that the only second to the Super Bowl, the number 2 event for the most human trafficking was this F1, these Indy races.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Everybody, once again, look it up, do your own research, all that. But so it's interesting to me that he would be calling them out. And then he said that, I guess Penske, who's like, I don't know if he's the president of the F1 or something.
It's a big racing name. Yeah.
Yeah. Trump said, like Penske, he's central casting.
Makes you wonder.
And then he gave him the Medal of Freedom, the Presidential Freedom, which wasn't that always a tell about who the bad guys were?
Yeah, because you saw the people that Obama was putting it around their
Yeah.
necks, and you're like, geez, these people are bad news.
Yeah. So I thought that was interesting. Um, and then that kind of led me to uh, looking more at, there's been so much, there's been so many arrests, there have been so many people picked up their assets. They just picked up all of the, or a large number, hundreds of these Latin King gang member leaders in the US, just did a huge sweep and picked them up, which actually went with one of the stories in
Send them back to Latin America.
no,
Oh,
they don't get to go home for free. No, they need to stay here and face quick trial,
oh, okay. That works.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
But
I got
one
some stuff that needs to be picked up out of the ditch, so we can chain them up and they can start doing road work.
have a chain gang go to work for America.
Get out
It would
there.
be nice if they could be a part of, if they could be redeemed in some way, and if they could
Yeah. I want everybody to get redeemed, and
give,
just, turn
yeah,
over a
give
new
back
leaf.
what they've destroyed.
Right.
We'll
Have an opportunity to do that. Reform. That would be good.
see.
Everybody deserves an opportunity to reform themselves, and I hope that everyone takes that opportunity.
That would be nice.
Yes, it would. World would be a better place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all of that to say, then the Helix thing, that there were funds seized or assets seized when they picked up the Latin Kings.
Oh, yeah.
And with Trump's two executive orders, the 818 and the 848, if you're involved in trafficking, crimes against humanity,
It's gone.
something else. Yeah, they take all of your assets.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, I've been saying this, beating on a drum. I believe that includes your name, image, and likeness. And when
there go the central casting characters that come in and
in and roll out. Yeah. And we just saw this weird, bizarre weekend where Nicki Minaj is now Trump's biggest fan.
Oh, really? I didn't even.
Oh, yeah. And she's giving like $300 million towards the Trump babies.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that the Trump accounts?
So that's the other thing I did some research on while I was on the Treasury account, which here, I'll just show it to you guys.
I'm identifying as a newborn. I want my $1,000.
You don't have to be a newborn.
Oh, good.
I mean, you and I are not qualified because we're over 18, but this is it's just getting started, people. It's just getting started.
Is that physically or mentally?
Well, we'll discuss that.
I'm going to identify however I need to identify here.
All right. Defining America's policy. These are the accounts. Okay.
$1,000 will buy me a lot of Digibyte. Just saying.
Oh, it's not. This is not even about that.
All right. Go ahead.
Hold on. Let me show you. Am I sharing it? I am not sharing it. I apologize. It's so hard to bounce back and forth. Okay. So this is on the Treasury Department. Treasury signed a continuing resolution through January 30th. Only through the 30th.
Oh, it's today.
Okay. So for now, the Treasury has resumed normal operations. So, but this is where they're talking about the policy of, largest tax or origin of Trump accounts, blah, 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 how Trump accounts work. Every American child born between January 1, 25 and December 28 is eligible to receive a $1,000 contribution from the Treasury Department that will be immediately invested into an index fund. To claim this fund or this investment, most families just check a box on Form 47. Huh. That's funny. The most aptly named tax document of all time. See how they're turning around? And the taxes are going to start paying you.
Well, good.
The IRS is over and done, I believe, and I believe it's going to be used. When he said it's going to be an external revenue service, I think that's instead of taking money in, they're going to start putting money out to we the people.
Hey, that works. I got like 12 kids out there somewhere. Can I claim them?
Maybe.
Okay.
So already more than 500,000, I'm sorry, 500,000 Americans have elected to open a Trump account for their children. But then, okay, the talking about how people, okay, the 1,000 seed from the Treasury is exclusive to newborns, but keep in mind that any American below the age of 18 is also eligible to receive a tax account advantage Trump account.
All right.
Any American below 18 eligible.
All right.
Okay. And then from there, it says philanthropists, family, friends, employers, and states can backfill Trump accounts for these children, for the 18-year-olds, to build a strong financial foundation before graduating high school. So the objective is to provide every American child with a Trump account. Every American. Hey, Westwood, are you an American child?
I am.
I am an American child myself.
That's it. That's what I'm saying.
I was a child born in America.
Right.
And I have American.
I need some backfilling. A lot of it.
Yeah. So the minute, and you never start a sentence with and. So that's why I think this is so strange that they say and. The men and women in this audience will make that possible. In addition to the seed from the Treasury, there are 3 other channels for funding Trump accounts.
All right.
First, through donations of parents, friends, and employers.
Okay.
So up to 18. Second, through generous donations of wealthy Americans and philanthropic organizations. What did we just see? Nicki Minaj give hundreds of thousands of dollars.
I like it.
The Dell family.
Michael Dell's and his wife, his foundation, whatever it was. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like to see some Gates money going in there.
But I think that's all that NIL money that, and their whatever else their assets are. And hopefully,
it's like, hey, you need to do this. This is part of the deal.
Hillary and Hillary's. Well, I don't think they get any say in it. I think their assets are just taken.
Just do it and say, oh, look, that was so generous of you.
Yeah, because by executive order, that's what the EO says.
You're right.
It will be taken and put into the Treasury.
Oh, pay it out. There you go.
Yeah. And then third, through donations from state governments, which I thought was interesting. Yeah. So maybe depending on, I don't know if it would be depending on where you live or where you were born.
Yeah, that's a good question. Because I guess if you're a resident of the state, it's just because you really don't have, even though you should, be a state citizen. That's kind of originally what it was. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't think they'd do that. It'd probably just be residency at this point. Yeah. Where you're living, where you have your residence. Declared residence. It's on your driver's license, all that stuff, or whatever your parents declare. I do declare.
Anyway, I thought this was really interesting. So then they go into the details about how much you can donate each year and by who, and companies like MasterCard, Schwab, Visa, Block, Robinhood, SoFi, Chime, Russell Investments. I know I saw, here it is. Okay, they're going to match employee contributions, Trump accounts in a variety of forms that work best. Then today, Steak and Shake, Broadcom, Intel, IBM, JP Morgan, Chipotle, Coinbase, and Comcast all announced that they will offer matching contributions as well.
Nice.
Interesting that JP Morgan is mentioned in there on the day where the Epstein files have now, I guess, officially come out.
They're rolling out.
They came out with what? How many thousands?
3 million or something.
Something insane.
But you can search. You can search through them, right?
There is a search bar, and a lot of people are going through and pulling up. One of them pulled up Bannon's name, and I guess it's mentioned in there a bunch. But if it's mentioned, does that mean they actually did something bad, or is it just
you got to go to the context of it?
Yeah. Oh, that guy gets in under my skin, or he's after us, or what? Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
So
see if my name's in there.
This is the time to be observers, like Mom says, be an observer and kind of watch this all play out. And I think that's why they had the Melania movie. They were doing the countdown.
Popcorn.
The movie's coming out. Yeah, she was showing all these signs of popcorn. She had, Jean-Claude and Janine did a thing, and they really felt strongly about the letter A being focused on some of the promos. And there's a group called A21 or 24. but it's a group against human trafficking. It's a Christian group that
Okay.
her name was Christine. I can't remember, but Samaritan's Purse works with them
Okay.
a lot. And maybe it's the 821.
Well, it's funny you use the letter A. I picked up a copy of the Scarlet Letter today, for $1, a DVD.
Really?
It's an A for adultery.
Yes.
Not to ruin the book or anything or the movie, but that's
No. But that
it
it's
stands
all
for.
kind of that's the qualia, right? When
Yeah.
Uncle Cliff talks about like the universe is speaking to you.
Yeah, little synchronicities.
Oh, like one before we got started, and he showed me that license plate that our friend
Yeah.
gave, and I was like, oh, really?
He knows who he is.
Yeah.
I just need to get more background on that plate.
Yeah, that would be interesting to know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting because it was an anniversary plate, 1776 to 1976, and then the historical context you brought up, and then the number that ties to it, and pretty interesting, isn't it?
It is very interesting.
Hmm.
If it is, she's kind of a hero.
Yeah.
I mean, really a patriot.
Yeah.
So that's quite interesting. But anyway, we'll find out.
Yes, we'll find out.
And
have to be at the June Westwood event to get the full scoop.
To have the full scoop. Yes, for sure. I don't know. There's just so much.
At this point, it was going to cost one Litecoin to get in. Now it's going to be like 10.
It's gone up.
Yeah.
Or you can pay in silver.
Or you pay in silver.
Yeah.
But you got to pay me on yesterday's price and not today's price. I don't know. However that works. What a dump.
Well,
it recovered. It was at $85 when I walked out here. So
was it?
I don't know what it closed at.
I was going to
yesterday it was like 108. It had gotten up to 120. Then it went all the way down to in the mid 70s today. And then I saw it recovered back up to 85 or so. So I'm not sure exactly where it closed the weekend.
Let me see if we can find one.
And that's kind of the monthly close too, because tomorrow's the last day of the month. So there's probably something important about keeping the number down for a monthly.
And the deliveries happened the Wednesday before the last day of the month or whatever.
Okay.
But not every month. But there was a physical delivery in January from what I had found. I could be totally wrong, but that's just what I had found. But I thought Bix kept pointing to March as being the big delivery.
That could be. There are certain months that I'm not sure how it all works with COMEX.
Yeah. This says the silver ask is $86.
Okay.
Down $30. So, but everything's kind of down, which I think is interesting going into a weekend.
Yeah.
Where everything's so unknown.
See what happens.
Yeah.
That because your online shops are still open. And I mean, you got to look at it from the standpoint of yesterday, the price was one price, and now it's a lot cheaper. So what's that going to do to the retail shops, your online people this weekend, with a lower close?
Doesn't that give them all a lot of grace for the weekend, though, to move whatever metals and make whatever deals?
It does, yeah, maybe.
Especially with, today the Justice Department, released all the 180,000 images and 2,000 videos from the Epstein files. Yeah, in the Telegram group, which is free to join below, you can find the link to the justice.gov, and it's called the Epstein Library. That's anyway, 3.5.
Les Wexner Library. What? No.
Yeah, that would be more accurate,
right?
Wouldn't it? Because we know he was just a cover patsy. And then Trump's suing JP Morgan for debanking him, as well as
sharing files and stuff, IRS files, and then
he's suing the IRS as well. What, 10 million or 10 billion? I can't remember.
Billion, I think. That was a big number.
10 billion for IRS.
Why not?
Why not? Do it for all of us.
Hit them hard.
Well, and think about, they've taken reports, and that's part of our constitutional right is privacy.
Mhm.
And so for them to take documents and reports on us without a warrant,
That's
this
the
is,
biggest thing. I know it's like constitutionally, Bill of Rights. Hey, we're not going to sign on to this Constitution, but we don't want illegal searches and seizures without a warrant specifying exactly what you're going after. But now they get a warrant, come into your house like, oh, look what we found. Were you looking for that? No, but we found it. No, isn't that? Wait a minute.
but this is
We're
even
a
worse.
blanket warrant. Oh, we can just come in and look at everything.
But the
No,
IRS hadn't even gotten warrants on the
no,
majority of America.
they
But
just grab your banking information and say, oh, let's take a look.
if you spend more than, what was it, $600 or something on a Venmo or one of those
Oh,
apps,
yeah, that's what they were
they put in
mandating.
a suspicious uh, funds report or
Yeah.
whatever on you. And
SAR, a suspicious
yes,
activity
so
report or
those
something.
suspicious activity report. And so that information is being shared without a warrant, violating your privacy.
Hey, you don't even have a chance to defend yourself. They just accuse you. Oh, you're guilty. And then they'll just stop your account.
Yeah.
PayPal, ban you. Can't use my PayPal. Can't
I
use
can't
Cash
use
App.
Venmo. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've never
right.
been able to use Venmo. I got problems though. I have all kinds of,
I'm on a list. If you're not on a list, then you're not doing enough.
I guess. I don't know. It's frustrating to see the swatting coming back. It's frustrating,
They're gonna have to swat me in the middle of nowhere while I'm watching my dollar DVDs.
Well, and so
That's
that's a
all I
great,
got.
that's a
Broken down
great,
DVD player that I'm running off a freaking battery or something.
but that's a great conversation. So that's the opting out. That's the penguin, the nihilist penguin is, you know what? Done here.
I'm flipping out of here.
You guys make all the rules for typewriters you
Yeah, I'm
want.
out.
I'm going to be over here. So, yeah. I think
Give me my Antarctica where it's not that cold.
yeah.
Isn't that where the penguins are from? South Pole, Antarctica. They're
I
not from
thought
the
they were
North Pole.
from many places.
I
So
think they're from the South Pole or Antarctica, not North Pole. That's where Santa and all the elves live.
oh, we got to keep it straight. Yeah. I don't know. Interesting stuff.
Penguin me harder, baby.
Mm-hmm. Those were some great columns this week too. And I ran through those with Sean. I don't think he was as entertained as I was, but I was enjoying myself and linking it all together. So there is a term in computer world language about going to or switching to Linux, and being an open kind of software platform. And the term is trust the penguin or embrace the penguin. Embrace
Yeah,
the
okay.
penguin.
That's always the symbol. Yeah, I think that for Linux.
Yeah, because Linux's logo is a penguin because the tuxedo. So Linux, I guess the UX and tux. So that's their thing. And so switching to, and then when you watched all the government Twitter feeds, the Department of Education, Department of War, FEMA, all these things were doing their embracing the penguin posts. I was like, oh, wow, they're confirming, okay, we're on Linux, we're on Linux, we're on Linux, we're on Linux. This is my interpretation of it. And so I believe that things were switched over this week. And of course, that to me goes hand in hand reading.
Well, Microsoft dumped a little bit this week. They were over 10% down. So that might tie into that a little bit.
Interesting.
I mean,
Was that on par with the rest of Wall Street right now?
No, that was Wednesday, I think.
Oh, the day that Melania brought the hammer?
I think it was Wednesday.
Yeah.
I saw they were down quite a bit, over 10% at one point.
That was Wednesday.
Oh.
Yeah. She was dressed in like a samurai outfit almost. Like this black with this really wide belt. And then this black coat. And then she was ring the hammer at Wall Street. And everything was black and white, dark to light, I think. May have been a big theme there. It's very interesting. I told you, down the rabbit hole tonight.
Looking forward to that 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence this July 4th.
Yeah.
Better be some big things happening. That's all I got to say.
Well, they are. They're showing
let's get it on. Let's roll it out.
They're showing the fraud at 2020. Georgia, more stuff is coming out of Georgia all the time about, the ballots being, how the ballots sent in were, I can't even remember what number, over 300,000 or something ballots that they're like, how could they be mailed or sent in if they were never documented? And then they show up later after the fact. That doesn't make sense. How could they be early voting when they didn't show up till after the fact?
Just don't worry about it. It's fine. Biden got more votes than any guy in history. It's fine.
I don't know.
It's nothing to see here.
I think we're going to
literally nothing to see when there was nothing there in that presidency.
No one there.
Nothing to see.
No one home. Yeah.
Man, imagine that. 4 years of that. Jeez.
Yeah, Mark. Yeah, I would go watch the movie with you too. But what's it like living in a movie? Because I feel like we've all been for the past 10 years. I think that's been pretty.
Just wake up.
Yeah.
That's what it's like. Just wake up in the morning and proceed about your day.
Speaking of which, Groundhog Day, which Elon nodded to about 10 days ago. No, well, not 10 days ago now, only about a week ago now.
It's Monday? No, Tuesday. What is it?
It'll be Tuesday will be the 3rd.
No, it's the 2nd, though. The Groundhog Day.
Okay, Groundhog Day is the 2nd. So it'll be Monday.
Okay.
So he was nodding to Groundhog Day. So that would be Tuesday.
Monday.
We'll see what happens. Yeah. Is Monday a holiday?
If it is, then I'm off the rest of my life because it's going to repeat. It's Groundhog Day.
Oh, Monday is the Groundhog Day. Yeah.
It's the Groundhog Day.
Okay.
Once the Tawny Phil is getting his act warmed up, he's going to be hitting the stage bright and early Monday morning. We
shall find out. Yeah. Good.
They have Gertie the groundhog here, I think, at the local deal. It's outside of Peoria. They have a wildlife place. So they have buffalo and all kinds of animals, timber wolves and all that stuff. And they have a groundhog, and I think her name's Gertie. Gertie the groundhog. And she does it. Just bring her out, roll her out of the little hovel. I know. Wake her up. Hey, you see your shadow or not?
She's terrified. All these people are clapping or screaming or booing her. I don't know. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yep.
Because all of that kind of stuff. So right when that tech stuff happened, the Embrace the Penguin, there were blackouts in Cuba this week. And where was the other place they had a blackout? Cuba and somewhere else. Oh, man. I don't know if I still know. Here's the post on Embracing the Penguin that I thought was interesting. It talks about the Linux. It says, Embrace the Penguin is computing slang term to mean to switch one's operating system to Linux, often referencing the Linux mascot Tux. It implies adopting open source software, requiring adaptability and a willingness to learn new systems. It can also symbolize owning one's own quirks or imperfections, akin to waddling through life. So I thought that was really interesting.
I'm waddling, man. I got plenty of those that I own.
You're waddling.
Waddling bigly.
There was also...
Well, think about that. Open source, embrace open source. Oh, there you go. It's a nod to crypto.
It is. It is. And that's why Reggie's comment. So this was in a thread. It wasn't his main post, but it was in a thread. And he said, watch the battle for tokenized cash and digital finance. And then he said, my stance based on litigation, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, talk about all his stuff with Clarity Act and all that kind of stuff. This is why it matters. There's now open source code evidence plus industrial confirmation that real institutional cash, which were in the form of tokenized commercial bank deposits. So real institutional cash is being used in the on-chain cash leg in live multi-asset cross-border repo transactions. And the synchronization tooling to support this has just been updated in public repository. So it's public now that this is happening, that they're using on-chain bank deposits. So you can't have the double spend. That was the reason.
Yeah.
One of the biggest reasons for Bitcoin, people talk about, oh, the reason for Bitcoin was because of financial crash of 2008 and the bankers and blah, blah, blah. But a lot of it was the rehypothecation. Am I using the right word? Is fractional reserve lending allows the bankers to then loan out your deposits 9 and 10 times. Mm-hmm. This on-chain tokenization of institutional cash, so tokenization of commercial bank deposits, if it's put on chain, it cannot be duplicated. You stop the double spending or 9 times spending in the bankster's case. This is my understanding.
I mean, it could be. I mean, I hope so, because that would help restrain. That's the thing. I don't care what it is. I mean, it can still be the dollar as long as there's only $1 and it's not, derivatized. And that's basically what they're doing with fractional reserve banking. That's fine. So whatever dollars are in circulation, okay, that's what they are. As long as we have an accounting for it, and we know that $1 is just that $1 and it's accounted for. But when you can just create, oh, there's $1, let's create 9 more magic dollars. That's a problem. That's primarily your inflation. I mean, through loans, because they just create money. They don't. It's just poof. There it is. Go to buy a house. Oh, you're good for $500,000. Okay, put down a little bit, and then the rest of it, poof, it just magically appears.
I had this conversation with Cannon about, what is inflation and all that, and I said, well, and we talked about the Federal Reserve and how they were printing money and whatever, and I said, okay, so because in one of his games you can like build things and then you can like trade it for points or whatever. Okay. I said, well, what if you worked all day long and you built, let's say, a house or a barn, and the next day you woke up, I said, how much do you think your barn is worth? And he told me how many points or whatever. I said, so then the next day you wake up and there's 100 barns plus yours. How much do you think your barn is worth? He's like, oh, nobody's going to buy my barn.
Yeah, you're right.
All of a sudden, your dollars are worth less because someone else has control of the mechanism that we store our energy in. And so our energy, it is true. I believe it is a form of human trafficking in itself.
Oh, it's hijacking. It's murder. It's killing part of you. I mean, every time they do it, it's killing you because they've robbed you of your energy. And it's real energy. That's the thing. We put real energy forth in exchange for things that they then manipulate. I mean, it's just so inhuman. So I call them vampires, because that's what they do. They hijack your energy. And that it's just so wrong to do that, because people spend their lives working and beating their bodies up. And there's a lot of jobs that are not easy. And I mean, you're beating yourself up thinking, okay, I'm going to make this and it's going to go this far. Oh, guess what? No, now that hamburger's twice as much. Okay, that's screwed up.
Westwood, I went to the store with my husband, which I rarely do. And
I was going to say, yay. No.
Yeah, no, I rarely do. And he's like, oh, do you want to get some sandwich meat, some ham or some turkey? I said, I don't want to eat ham. I heard it's like highly carcinogenic. Or what is the word?
Yeah, the packaged stuff is
bad stuff.
That stuff, yeah.
I said, but I wouldn't mind getting some turkey, like smoked turkey or something like that. Right. And so we went and looked at it. $18.99 a pound.
What?
Not kidding.
Oh, come on. Let's go buy the whole turkey and just make it yourself, I guess.
I about fell over. I was just like, you could literally buy an entire
whole turkey. Yeah.
I was just like,
oh, I'm shocked every time I go in there. I mean, because I'll look at the meat section and see what the prices are, what it looks like, and it's just, I don't know how everybody eats.
That's
It's so
insane.
expensive. It is.
I mean, that's completely insane. And once again, it's not that that turkey costs any more.
No, it takes
It's that
more
our
dollars to
dollar
buy the same turkey.
to buy the same turkey. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. There could be supply chain disruptions. The chicken kill. Turkeys die
Not
off. That kind of thing.
18.99.
No, but it's a pretty stable market right now as far as that production goes. And it's like, why is it so? That's a lot of money per pound.
That's a lot.
You got to think it gives you a pound of protein,
Mhm.
energy, and if for $19, well, how much do you have to work to get it? And as you start doing the math, and it's just, why is it so much?
Insane. It was insane. Completely insane to me.
Mm.
So, but that is, and it's the cruelest form of inflation because it affects people. The big dogs with all the big money, they have their big attorneys and their big CPAs. They can help them find all the loopholes. And that's where when Trump's talking about like, look, I know about write-offs and whatever, and I want everyone to be able to use those. And so he's talking about writing off car interest, writing off all this other stuff. I don't know. I haven't even read through all the tax stuff because I really don't care.
I know.
But
It's just like,
yeah, it's really disturbing. And I do believe it's going to start turning around and be the external revenue service.
bring it.
I think that's the way they're going to set it up.
Bring that tariff money in. Start paying my dividend.
But that's a slippery slope too. Because how do you cripple a country? Well, it's the same way you cripple a child or a human. You make them dependent.
Yeah. Give me my robot.
Yeah. Even though we
I
might
want a free robot. I don't want to have to work.
Well, if you're entitled to something, but you knew it was going to make your life worse, do you still want it?
No.
No.
Some people do, though, because they think it makes their life better, even though they don't realize it makes their life worse. That takes discernment and judgment and knowing what value and truth are.
Yeah, because that's a really slippery slope. When they start doing, we watched what the government did with housing and how, specifically they targeted and wanted to destroy the family, had, encouraged women, don't put the father on the child's birth certificate because then you'll get more money. They wanted to destroy the family.
Absolutely.
And so then you think about like somebody who's an enabler. If the government is the one that we're all dependent on, they have all the power over you. That's not we the people having our power and exchanging with each other. If
I say that all facetiously, Give me my robot. Give me my dividend check. I mean, from one aspect of it, Americans should be, I think, we are all shareholders in America. I mean, if America is a big corporation, let's say, which it is, let's say that why are we not getting benefits from this? Why are we the only ones giving and giving and giving? I mean, if we've got resources here and the rest of the world, and we've got production, let's say we've got all these things that the rest of the world wants, why are we not benefiting from that? Why do we just get raped and pillaged all the time? Why are we not getting a payback as shareholders in this, grand experiment, this land of America, this ideal? Why are we funding the world and they're getting our resources? Why don't we turn that around? And it's like, okay, if you want our resources, in this state, that state, whatever it is, stuff in the ground, you're going to come in and tear stuff up. I mean, you need to pay us for the use of this and the extraction of this, and we want a cut of it, royalty fees on it. We want something for it. I mean, what's wrong with that? I don't know. That's just my thinking. If you're going to take stuff from here, and we're going to let you do it. Well, we need to get paid for it, not just the corporations, because that's the thing. It's been the corporations make the money on it, and then the government, oh, okay, well, you can set this up and you get a low tax district, TIF district or something, and it's like, why don't the people benefit from this? I mean, we're the ones that fund all this stuff and make the roads, and pay the taxes to make them happen, and, pay the police force and all this stuff. We're outlaying everything, and then you guys get the benefit. And if I don't have shares in that corporation, then I lose.
Well, if we're all getting it equally distributed, then maybe that doesn't create a situation of the dependency and the
I mean, we should just not be getting robbed.
Would we all rise together? Would that be the all
benefit
rise together kind of thing?
I hope.
Yeah,
I hope so.
I hope so, but it does worry me because anytime there's a handout, I know there's, if you're thinking about fishing, there's somebody on the other end of the line with an intention. If it's a handout and not earned, but this is earned, I guess.
I just don't want to be the fish anymore.
Yeah,
that's where I'm at.
No, I'm with you.
It's just.
Yeah. I get you for sure.
I'll be a whale so nobody can catch me. Well, then somebody will harpoon me.
Yeah.
It's because they need my ambergris and my blubber for candles and stuff.
There's no way out.
Yeah.
There's no way out for sure.
I'm gonna go way down to the bottom of the ocean. Way down there where the Marianas Trench where nobody dares to go. I'm just gonna go down there and hang out.
Yeah.
Man. Leave the world behind. Buy DVDs.
Buy DVDs and CDs.
Mm-hmm.
What was the other thing? Oh, Trump's been hitting Canada pretty hard, I guess, since they decided to side with China or whatever.
Yeah.
And try to give us the finger. I heard that he's is decertifying. He's decertifying the Bombardier Global Express and all aircraft made in Canada. So he's decertifying them until Gulfstream is fully certified. So they're trying to even block like our American companies in Canada. Mm-hmm. So and he's giving them a 50% on all aircraft in Canada until they certify the American Gulfstream jets. So it's interesting to see the Canada push.
Yeah. Well, they got that Starmer up there now. Is he even Canadian? He's British, isn't he?
Well,
Keith Starmer, isn't that his name?
So is their money. So.
Oh yeah, they're part of the Commonwealth. So what's that million, right? Yeah. Sending a henchman over from the motherland, to shape Canada up, fight those Americans. I don't know. Oh yeah, now speaking of flying, the real ID apparently is not in effect officially because they say that as of May 1st or something, or maybe it's February 1st. I don't even know. You have to have a real ID and not an alternate form of identification, or we're going to charge you $25.
What?
Yes, that's a new thing. If you use it. Oh yeah. So wait a minute. We were able to use something.
Security matters so much. Okay, this is how serious.
Now it's a $25 charge if you don't have your real ID.
But does that mean you need no ID at all?
I don't know.
Here's $25.
I know, it's like, I'll give you $25. I don't have a real ID.
I would love to give them $25 and then be none of your damn business who I am. I'm just right.
I think it's alternate forms of ID as opposed to the real ID that they were accepting. I guess it would apply to a passport. I don't know, which is ridiculous because a passport's issued by the government. Right. The government recognizes you as an entity.
Yes, a citizen. Yeah.
Why would you need a real ID at that point? But I don't know if it applies to passports. It might be just like if you're bringing your birth certificate in and, like mail and I don't know.
Or if you just have a driver's license or something.
Right. And so it's $25. Well, I thought real ID was mandatory. Well, how can it be mandatory if you're giving me an out for $25? So the whole thing.
Yeah. It's a real safety issue if they're charging $25.
I know. It's like, just give me $25.
You can pay them off for $25. That's a real safety issue.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
What do I get for $50?
Be careful what you wish for.
I know. Look out.
So crazy.
Get a punch card.
Yes.
And you can actually get a free beverage after you fill it out 10 times, 10 punches.
Well, remember they were doing
Fritos.
that with the jab. They were doing free burgers and
cheeseburgers and fries, baby.
French fries and pizza
Oh, yeah.
and all that. Come get a donut. And
Bill de Blasio is sitting there eating a cheeseburger on. Oh, so good. Yum. Yeah. How disgusting.
I hope he chokes on it.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
May every burger you eat from here on out have massive amounts of gristle in it.
And
that's my hope.
Yeah, and whale blubber. I did think this was interesting. So apparently Melania was on, and they played. Oh, well, so it's this song called Green Tambourine. They could have played, and this guy says they could have played any part of the song. Nope, they went with the first line. Drop your silver in my tambourine. And this is from Fox, and it says, help a poor man fill a pretty dream. And then it says, give me pennies. I'll take anything. I'll listen to play. My green tambourine. Interesting to me that they played that. I think that was this morning and on Fox. And then we had this drop the silver drop. I wonder if that was a comm or a cue to
probably to the insiders. Yeah. It's gonna drop today. Give me pennies, give me nickels, give me anything, any kind of minted coins. I'm good with it.
Give me some minted coins. But it's also a great opportunity for people.
Right. If you were looking at $100, $105, $110 silver, and now it's $85, I mean, it's on sale. Yeah. Go get it now.
This is your weekend.
Don't let it scare you off. I mean, if you were looking at buying it before, get it. I mean, it's on sale now.
Well, but the funny thing is, if you go to most websites, silver and whatever metals websites, they're not selling it. They're not selling it for 80.
What are they selling for? Bring that AppMex back up. That one you had.
I didn't have AppMex.
90% silver sale. I'm curious. What is it? What are they selling it for?
Yeah, let's pull it up and see.
Let's do it in real time. Do it live.
Do it live. Hold on. I'll just pull one up.
F it. Do it live.
This is not an advertisement. I don't get any kickback from this.
No, we're just doing research.
Sharing. Yeah, I'm just looking at.
So $85.41 is what I'm showing the price of silver at. Nickels are worth 7.
1 ounce silver eagle random coin as low as $98.99.
As low as it's $13 over spot.
Huh? I'm just saying.
Come on.
The cheapest one is 1 ounce silver medal, any mint, varied design, as low as $93.
Still $8.
Still $8 over.
What's the 90%? They said 90% sale.
Oh, 90%.
I think that was AppMex was having that 90% silver sale. You might have to go to AppMex.com.
Well, okay.
I think that's what the ad was.
AppMex.
It's in Oklahoma City. You should be familiar with them.
I'm not, though. Yeah, I should be.
Yeah.
They might.
I thought
they might be good.
I'm looking. Let's see what see what the banner says.
Silver favorites.
In stock. Yeah. What kind of prices are we looking at here?
Top picks. Oh, stop it.
I know. Give me
all the pop-ups. Silver bar, $89.60.
Okay, that's getting closer.
No, it's not. That's
$89.60 and the spot price is $85, so it's $4.
I know, but I could get 93 on that other one. 1 ounce silver round buffalo, 97. Secondary market, 1 ounce silver rounds, 96.
Jeez.
Do they call it junk silver on here? What do they call it?
It's hard to say what they call it. I mean, different places call it junk
1
silver.
1 ounce Lincoln penny, 98.
How much?
98.
98?
1 ounce. No.
1 ounce. I'm like, okay.
It's a 1 ounce. Yeah. Okay, here's the 4. Okay. Here we go.
All right.
90% silver coins, $5 face value. So they're $5 face value.
Well, okay, so it'd be like, you're looking at what, 50 dimes, or
Okay.
that's the face value of it. How much is it?
Oh, I see what they're saying. Okay. $338.19.
All right, so 338 times 2, so it's almost close to 700 for $10. Let me see. So I'm looking at
Is
the
that for
melt
20 of
value.
them?
Well, it'd be like $10, so you get 100 pennies or 100 dimes, I mean.
Oh.
If it's $10 face. So they're saying $5 face. I'm just doing the math here.
Okay.
So a Roosevelt dime right now, it's $6.17 in silver.
He
So
says
that'd be $617 in actual silver. So they're charging
$8 over
almost,
spot.
yeah, they're charging quite a bit
That's
actually.
what it says on the.
Yeah, over like 150. No, it'd be like probably $70 more than, okay. So it is over spot.
That's what it says. It says $8 over spot.
But see, if you go to a local dealer, well, right now everything's screwed up. But I mean, over the past couple of weeks, you could go to a local dealer and probably get it under spot, or at least the people I know were selling it under spot for
That's good.
90%. Yeah,
Yeah,
see,
you
but they're
can get
paying
it.
a lot under it too, though. So I mean, if you're
Yeah.
selling it, that's not. I mean, but if you're buying it, that's actually a pretty good deal because it's less than the melt value of silver, the 90%, because it's not in high demand. Everybody wants the shiny stuff. I want to get a coin, a 1 ounce coin. And that's what everybody wants.
Jim did say that Andy's show, I guess Andy did a show with Jean Claude and had junk below spot.
Okay, yeah, because a lot of dealers have been selling it below because they're buying it a lot lower, they're selling it lower.
So they're still making the flip.
Yeah, they have to do that as long as they have trade and volume because they're not able to sell it to the refiners and have it melted. So they don't want to
Because
hold
it's
it.
90%, so you can't.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of want to move it. And as long as they can move it, they're fine moving it. But they don't want to buy it and hold it because they can't just send it off and get it refined because the refiners are filled up.
And Aquarian Den Napping says Atmex has a $20,000 minimum to sell back to them.
To sell 20,000.
If you're going to sell back to them.
Okay.
So they're like, don't even call us unless you're
like, we don't need you.
$20,000
all
to
you
sell.
Little peasants.
We don't have time for you peasants. That's where you need community to
right
each other out.
It's like, I need to eat today. I got a couple of coins. I mean,
do you have 20,000?
I don't have 20,000. I guess I'm gonna starve. Only got 15 because I'm dead.
Wow.
Which brings me to, you might want to have some storable food in your possession too, or stuff you can eat. That's a good store of value too.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
True.
Or learn how to make sourdough bread.
It's true. All of the above. I have to tell a story today. I'm very proud of myself. Mom hadn't felt too good, and so she was napping, and one of the chickens got out.
Oh.
So I'm kind of afraid of their feet. But I'm trying to help Mom and do the stuff. Anyways, she knows now she's got them jumping up on her and all this. And I'm just like, oh God.
I can't take it. Anxiety.
I know. So, but I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to wake her up. But I really need to get this chicken back in before it jumps the yard fence,
Yeah, now you got a problem.
And I don't want it to go down the hill because if they go down the hill, they don't want to come back up. Yeah. They are gravity driven.
Mm.
So I'm I grab this stick and I'm got the door propped open and I kind of, tap to get the other ones back. And then Foghorn Leghorn, our big rooster, was kind of working the gap in the fence, trying to keep the girls back.
Yeah.
And I called him. I was like, here, chick. And she came running up. And then she got kind of stuck around a box, but we got her around it. She went in and I was like, put the gate on. I was so proud of myself.
Yay.
My little chicken wrangling story today.
High five.
Yeah. Yes, Nana was very proud of me. So
awesome. Yeah, you're getting there.
Yeah. She goes, you did it by yourself.
So proud of you.
I know, it was so funny. Oh, but
all the chickens.
These are the survival things, we're learning.
Yeah, I mean, it gets to a point. Some things you just got to do it.
That's right. Somebody's got to do it.
Yep. Got to get it done, or else you're not going to have a chicken.
Yeah.
Going to get away.
They are precious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are they laying pretty well? Are you getting any eggs out of them?
Even with the cold weather,
Yeah.
like, Mom came in the other day and had like 13. We only have 16. We lost one in the first round of cold. I think she got left out. But I think we have 15 hens and a rooster now.
Okay.
And so they're all pretty.
13 eggs. So
yeah. That's pretty good for a day, considering the stress of cold and all that. Look, the balloons are happy. They're proud of our 13 eggs.
Party time.
It's party time. And I've been making deviled eggs.
I was going to say, start deviling them.
I am, because it's a great, like, healthy, high protein snack. Eggs are one of the most complete foods you can eat because it has good cholesterol, protein. It's really good for you. So, and that's something, like, I don't like to sit and, like, if I do have a meal with my family, I want to sit and relax and, like, we all visit and whatever. But for the most part, everybody's busy. And so you can just grab a deviled egg.
Yeah, it's a nice treat. It's a snack that's good for you.
Or if you get snacky at night, way better to have something like that, like one deviled egg, than a bag of chips or something terrible for you.
Right.
Junk food that's too much.
It's more satisfying too, though, because you can feel the nutrition and the protein and all that, and it's more filling.
Yeah.
If you give it time, because it takes your brain 20 minutes to realize you're full. So if you just start gorging on things and you get your stomach's full, your brain doesn't realize it. I think it's 20 minutes.
Interesting.
Yeah. So if you eat fast, that's another thing. Slow down, let yourself realize you're full. But if you just start gorging all the, and then you're like 20 minutes later, your brain just shuts off while you eat until it has to catch up.
Oh, Lord. Yeah. That only happens when it's like super cold. But yeah, that was the other
night.
Yeah. All those things.
Staying up too late.
Yes. When you're like, your brain's like, you should be asleep, so I'm going to punish you and make you hungry.
Yep. Pretty much. It's like, ooh, what's here? Let's see. Oh, a deviled egg. Okay. Yeah. Problem solved.
Oh, interesting, Jim. I hadn't heard that. That's an interesting rabbit hole.
All right, then. Get you some.
Yeah. The rooster doesn't bother me. He's all day. It's like a train at this point to me.
Doesn't matter.
We always lived by trains, and I never heard them until people would come visit us. They're like, oh my God, I couldn't sleep last night. There were the trains. And I'm like, what trains?
That's true.
And so now I can't hear the rooster so much because he's just nonstop.
Toned him out because it's a normal thing. It's just background noise.
All the time. Yes. So, but yeah, we're having fun.
That's awesome.
What the rooster calls, I don't know what I mean. Anyway, so yeah, it's been interesting, but there's definitely a lot going on. I love seeing that there are arrests happening, that the Epstein files are coming out, that people are having, like, look, you asked for it. Now here's going to be another cold weekend. Everybody can sit down and watch the movie. I did love that Melania thanked, when she thanked everybody, she said, and I thank my husband, America's director
of Central Casting.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, of this movie. It's been going on for 10 years.
I know.
10 years of this. So they're saying that, like, they're going to show the theft and whatever in 2020, what happened in 2020. But I really believe 2020 was a military op to show everybody what happened or what was going to happen. Maybe what did happen but was corrected in 2016. And that's how Trump got in 2016. They always thought she would win, all those quotes, all those things. And so they had to show the people, and 2020 had to happen in our face, and we had to have that loss. And oh my God, we all know we were lied to. We all know, but we had to live through what the consequences of that would be, of our election being stolen for 4 years. And now we see all this fraud and all this kind of stuff. A lot of it was probably happening, to be honest, previously, but it's all being brought to light now and highlighted for those 4 years. And now Trump came back.
Yeah, it's your basic trilogy. You know, in the movies, you know, that's what it is. You know, you've got the and then
we're going back to the future.
You know, like Star Wars, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah. It's like, you know, then the battle, and then the Empire strikes back, and it's like darkness is going to reign, and there's no way, there's no hope, and then boom, comes back, you know, the vengeance. The heroes win. Ewoks show up, you know, and save the day.
Yes.
Yeah, all that.
All those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It some supernatural elements to it, you know, to kind of, you know, the light can win and all that. Pulled back from the brink. I mean, if you're scripting it, that's how I'd do it. I'd make it a trilogy. I don't want any more sequels, though. This has got to be it. This has got to wrap it up. You know, we don't want the third installment needs to be the end.
But then what?
No more. Then I go off and leave the world behind.
Leave the world behind. The nihilist.
I can be left alone, and I can go out and, you know, read books and watch the sunrise.
Yeah.
And sit. And tend to chickens.
That's right. Wrangle.
And make bread and, you know, all the things.
Make bread, wrangle chickens.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. All the good things.
Yeah. Talk about the good old days, write books, you know, stories, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Write epic poems that we can recite for generations.
Oh, have you been doing that? You wouldn't probably tell us if you were.
No, someday you'll know.
Someday you'll know. Oh man. Well, will we have? I think the whole silver thing, the volatility and it coming down. They're saying that cleared out a lot of shorts.
Oh, it probably
off the market.
Probably filled some shorts too. Some cases.
But that also is part of like where we were seeing on. But when you look at in reality, when you're talking about buying physical, it's really that separation of the COMEX and physical. It really is the tearing away of the lie of what, you know, and real true price discovery of physical. Because it doesn't matter that they're saying they're 96. No one's selling it or 86. No one's selling it for 86. I'm not selling mine for 86.
Yeah, she says, it was just at 120. I ain't selling it.
No.
After that.
Yeah. And these big, you know, dealers aren't either. So
yeah, I mean, there definitely has to be some cleaning out. There does. I mean, you still got governments buying it, you know, so even if you think that, I mean, people are still buying it, you know, at the big level. And so I don't know what that does to the little guy. I don't know. It's all playing out. That's the thing. I mean, you know, with all what's happening right now, we're going to see where it's at, who has it and who doesn't have it.
I think that all of our friends in the chats are right. They wiped out the people using margin, and like Shadow says,
it had to with that kind of move. I mean, a lot of things got liquidated. You know, a lot of those orders had to just go away. Just like in crypto, you got to have those wicks down to clean everybody out, and then you kind of reset.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Yeah, the Litecoin thing just boggles my mind.
Isn't it crazy?
It
really is.
Price suppression on it. I'm like,
you look at it and you think,
possible?
How can this be?
How can it be when it has that much liquidity, when it's used? Like, go to BitMEX, or is it BitMEX that does the monthly? There's one of these.
Well, BitPay with the sale with the use of Litecoin, it's over any other coin, over Bitcoin, over Ethereum, over any other coin. I mean, people use Litecoin to pay. They use it
every month, like almost
every month for the last 2 years.
Yes, it's been. What's the most used currency?
Litecoin. Which is the one that is beaten down into the gutter? Litecoin. Like,
Yeah.
okay, whatever.
Unless it's just the same two guys swapping back and forth,
Right. They're just
coin should be worth
selling it to
a
each
lot
other. Yeah.
more
Like
on the,
Comex, warehousing silver and it's back and forth, right?
yeah, that's
I
why
don't know. It's wild. It really is.
it really is.
Markets will stay irrational longer than you can stay rational.
Mm,
That's typically what happens. So, but at some point it breaks. I mean, you saw it in silver. At some point it breaks, and then all of a sudden, slowly, then all of a sudden.
yeah,
So,
yeah. Andy always said that little by little, then
yeah,
all of
you
a
just have to
sudden, you
know
know,
what the
whatever. Yeah.
fundamentals are of what you're looking at and investing in. I mean, I don't see any better fundamentals than any other coin in crypto than Litecoin. I mean, especially at the price, way undervalued. So,
Mhm.
yeah, I was right on silver, but it took many years. I'll be right on Litecoin.
Yeah,
I have no doubt.
it's wild to
It's
watch.
timing's everything,
It is all about timing. Um,
It's tough. It's tough to have a crystal ball that doesn't show you the dates.
are you going to invent one of those?
Struggle is a struggle bus. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
You've seen flying monkeys in it or something, and poppies.
Hmm. I've seen several nods to that. In fact, I got another ad served up to me that was a Wizard of Oz card deck, bicycle, brand card deck.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Um, how random. Why am I getting that served up to me?
Oh, because your phone's always listening and creating the algorithm for you.
Well,
We know you would like this.
that's the other. There's big lawsuits with Google and what was the other one? There's two of them, Google and something else. They're having to pay out these huge payouts now to people because when it wasn't just when you said, "Hey Google," no, that it was listening.
Yeah.
They admit now that it's always listening.
Oh, yeah.
And
It was just reminded me of something. I don't know. The dog was barking yesterday. I said, "Shut up!" And then Siri comes on and says, "Okay, yeah,
stop it.
no, I swear." And my phone was sitting out there. I'm like, "What?"
Well,
Yeah.
but that
I
goes
scolded
to,
her, and I didn't ask her to participate in the conversation. I was telling the dog to shut up, and she says, "Okay." No,
so that's a
this just happened like 2
violation
days
of
ago.
your privacy, just like the search and seizure without a warrant.
I forgot about that one.
It's kind of the same issue,
Yeah, it's like I never ask Siri anything, but she's apparently always listening to me.
She is.
She needs to answer some questions.
Yeah. Might have to have a heart to heart
Yeah, I guess.
if she has a heart. I don't know.
Hmm.
But that's where we are. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. Do you think people would ever give up their phones?
Yes, I was just thinking that. I said I can't wait to give up my phone. Seriously, I would give it up in a heartbeat.
Go
I'm
back
gonna
to
I'm gonna
landline?
do an experiment. I'll do that's what I'm gonna do. I need to get government funding for this, so that to give up all technology and then go live in the cabin for a year, and then do an experiment of how what it does to a human being, and how the lack
Because
of
you'd have to write
interaction.
letters, right?
Right. I'd have to
Or
send updates and put a stamp on it, and
Mhm.
drop it off at a mailbox, a location out at the end of the lane or something, or put it somebody comes picks it up or
Yeah.
drones, whatever.
We'll go to your local post office
No,
box.
seriously though, couldn't I get government funding for that? They do funding for reproductive, I don't know, turtles. I mean, they do
Yeah,
all
I
kinds of stuff.
know they do.
I mean, why couldn't I get something social, type thing to where it's like the effects of isolation on a human being? I'm in. I'd do it.
You're so full of it.
As long as I get books.
Yeah.
I gotta have books.
And dogs.
Then I'll be okay. If I had to give up the dogs,
You think you could?
I could do it.
Really?
I wouldn't want to give up my dogs right now, but if I
Yeah.
had, I would do it. Because it's at the sacrifice of the dog's future, for 1 year, and then I get the government funding and the payout, and then if I get to keep the cabin, then the dogs can come live with me.
There you go.
I'm just thinking there's got to be a payoff somehow, but I'd still do it. I can do it. That's how I want to live anyway. Why wouldn't I do it? Just get paid to do it.
You say that, and yet here we are.
Well, after a year, then I'd have a big meetup.
There you go.
But there'd be 1 year that's it. I'm off. I'm gone.
Yeah.
You're not going to hear from me.
No. It's good to have a little balance.
I'm doing it for humanity, and the sociological experiment.
Yeah.
Got to be some benefits and a book deal at the end of it.
And a book deal. Oh,
Yeah.
I think that's a big joke too. The book deals, that's another big scam they could probably look into.
Oh, yeah. The
On the
autobiography of, Bill Clinton and,
on the
ghost writes it.
Treasury. Yeah. And then she gets paid millions of dollars for speaking engagements for her book deals, to
It's
promote
such
her
a
book.
joke.
It
Such
is
a
a joke.
money laundering payoff
It's
operation.
all the, what did Carlin say? It's a big club and you're not in it.
You ain't in it.
Yeah.
So true. Well, you can just AI the book now. I mean, seriously, you don't even need the ghostwriter to do it because they're not writing it. They're just getting the payoff and they get their picture on it and they do all the little tours, like you said. But
Yeah.
somebody else is writing that stuff because and they even admit it. They'll say the autobiography of this person, with,
It's not really an autobiography.
no, it's like, there's always somebody else's name on it to where it's like, oh, with, written with, and it's some author, such a scam.
It is crazy, crazy, crazy. And here we are. And here we keep
And here we are.
paying for it. Yeah.
Yeah. Doing happy hour for free because we love it.
Because we do love it. I did get a new Patreon member last week and I wanted to give them thank you, but I don't want to dox them. So you know who you are. And I wanted to say thank you. And it is somebody that we see in the chat sometimes. So that was kind of fun too.
Nice. For $5, go join it. Support Lisa and all her work. This was worth $5, wasn't it? Come on, just the show alone.
It
Get
means
out there and sign up. $5 a month. Come on.
I appreciate it. It helps me out.
We'll send you a private message or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you can message me on that.
See?
And I'll answer them. And we also have a live chat on the Patreon group that's only for Patreon people.
It's one big club and you ain't in it. You need to join Patreon to get in it.
It's a little club, but they're all good people.
It's just a Lincoln.
Yeah. So anyway, good stuff. Good stuff. Well, what time are you doing?
8. I already scheduled it. So like 49 minutes.
Okay. We better let everybody go. Make sure everybody gets a bite to eat and refill your drink or whatever. Your beverage.
Dark chocolate and some raw honey, and that's what I'm doing.
Ooh, wow,
it's a good snack. I get 100% dark chocolate and dip it in raw honey, and that's a nice little treat.
Wow, yeah,
it's
really good. Yeah, Charlie's been trading out instead of using sugar in any of the we make some of these little Chinese meals that have like sweet stuff, and he's been using Mitch's honey.
There you go.
He gave us,
There you go.
So he's been swapping out for honey instead of sugar.
Right. Yeah, so we can use honey. I've used in baking the cookies, I'll use coconut sugar, allulose. It's like from dates and maybe figs or something. It's like a sugar that's unique to certain things, and it's lower on the glycemic index than cane sugar. But yeah, you can look into stuff like that. It's natural stuff that it's lower on the sugar scale, I guess you could say.
Yeah, because
I've been doing that.
Do too much sugar, I end up in the couch for sure.
Yeah, in the couch.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys all for joining us, and we love you, and we will hope to hear you guys all tonight on Spaces. I'll jump on for sure.
So, hop in.
Okay.
Have a great weekend.
Follow clintwestwood.net. And go check me out. All my links are in the description below too. Am I the other way? Are you?
You're this way for me.
Okay. That seems right to me, but I guess I'm backwards. So I don't know, whichever way. We'll see you guys next time. Take care.
America's not the government, people. The America is you. It is the Grand fucking Canyon, the Rocky Mountains, the deserts of the Southwest, the Pacific fucking Ocean, the Atlantic fucking Ocean. It is the grandest continent. And what the fuck have you people done? You have turned yourself into sheep, every goddamn one of you.
You're gonna drink.
Drink? Woo! Woo! I feel good.
I don't like the government right now.
You don't have to.
I don't trust it anymore.